Many of the games seen over the years have delivered incredible visuals within an open-world space, but what about more linear games? What about titles that stick to a tightly knit adventure while still looking drop-dead gorgeous, either in terms of sheer realism or a phenomenally delivered aesthetic? Let's look at 15 such linear games with amazing graphics. Resident Evil 2, 2019. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was the first RE Engine title, but it arguably shone brighter in Resident Evil 2. It leveraged the engine to reimagine many iconic levels and creatures in exquisite detail while providing excellent character models and animations. The effects and lighting depict events like meeting Mr. X for the first time in ways that are in keeping with the original while feeling more memorable on their own. It's crazy that the RE engine was created in 2014 and still provides some of gaming's most gorgeous games. Dead Space, 2023. A lot has been said about Motive's remake of Dead Space, nearly all of it positive. What can't be overstated is just how gorgeous the game looks. It could have just relied on the base game's template and improved the visuals, but the improvements to lighting, environmental details, effects, and architecture are simply stunning. Texture quality, character models, and more have also been revamped and do a great job of showcasing the power of Frostbite. The highlight is arguably the new peeling system, which sees a necromorph's flesh naturally destroyed when damaged, exposing the bone underneath. Scorn. It's a shame that Scorn's story and gameplay weren't that great, especially when a good portion of the gameplay involves aimlessly wandering and figuring out what to do next. Credit where it's due though, for the sheer grotesqueness of its visuals, they do look pretty good. The art takes inspiration from the works of H.R. Geiger and Zdzisław Beksinski, but the amount of work in bringing them to fleshy, pulsating life is commendable. The Callisto Protocol. There are different degrees of linearity for a video game, and the Callisto Protocol leans heavily to the extreme. We're talking little to no diversions, and walk down singular corridors repeatedly. Still, the environments, character models, particularly the biophages, and performance capture are incredible. Combine this with ray tracing and you have one of the most stunning games of last year. No easy feat considering the competition, and thanks to updates, even non-PS5 owners can bask in the visual goodness. Bright Memory Infinite. Bright Memory was always a visually impressive title, but it was also more of a demo, limited in overall scope. Bright Memory Infinite is a sequel and a reimagination, expanding on the sheer range of environments, effects, and enemies. Results were mixed on the campaign, but its graphics are still gorgeous, pushing Unreal Engine 4 to the absolute limit in terms of fidelity and detail. HELLBLADE: SENUA'S Sacrifice. HELLBLADE: SENUA'S Sacrifice was first released in 2017, and for all its delays and the size of its development team, the results speak for themselves. The facial animations and character details, the effects and imaginative aesthetic that's a lot darker than what we've seen thus far, and the excellent cutscenes cement this as an all-time great. Sure, it may be a bit too linear, but the focus on Senua and her journey, not to mention the constant hallucinations, more than make up for it. Half-Life: ALYX. Valve's reputation for stellar single-player experiences that push the boundaries of gaming is reaffirmed. With Half-Life: ALYX, it's not enough that it leveraged VR in imaginative yet intuitive and natural ways. The production value is above many AAA games today. This is Half-Life 2's setting with realistic lighting, shadows, and incredible animation and textures. Navigating through the mess of City 17 never felt more exciting. Hi-Fi Rush. Developed on Unreal Engine 4, Hi-Fi Rush has the vibe of a Saturday morning cartoon with its aesthetics and storytelling. The art style transitions beautifully between cutscenes and gameplay, and the sheer number of details, whether it's environments pulsing to the beat or idle animations, mesh well with environments and character models. It's a bombastic experience, but the visual clarity is still done well, even with everything going on. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. You have to hand it to Eidos Montreal. It took a property like Guardians of the Galaxy, injected an incredible amount of personality into the various worlds, creatures, and characters, and crossed a fine line between honoring the movies and comics, whether you enjoyed the performances or admired the sheer details and lighting effects. This Marvel adventure was awesome. Little Nightmares 2. With an aesthetic reminiscent of a Tim Burton film, Little Nightmares 2 plays with lighting, fog, and shadows and other effects in incredibly moody ways. The result is a disturbing but darkly beautiful portrait. Whether you're evading capture from grotesque adults or venturing through the washed-out streets of Pale City. Kena: Bridge of Spirits. If Little Nightmares channels Tim Burton, then Kena: Bridge of Spirits is more Pixar-styled. The animation art style suits the gorgeous, wide-open environments and character models, particularly Kena herself. But it's also amazing to see all the different effects in action, whether it's particle effects from attacks or the Rot running around to assist. The Last of Us Part 1. One could argue potentially forever about The Last of Us Part 1 releasing to cash in on the show's success. However, it's far from a cash grab in terms of its visuals. Along with refreshed character models and improved facial animations, environments are significantly overhauled, from additional details to being completely redone. The high-quality textures, improved depth of field, and more realistic shadows also provide a more immersive experience. Quantum Break. Control is the better game, but despite Quantum Break's age, it's no slouch in the visual department. Developed on Remedy's Northlight engine, this time-hopping action-adventure title sports great character models and particle effects, made even more impressive by the time-stopping moments and destruction. It's almost crazy that it was developed with the Xbox One in mind. Gears of War 4. However, seeing games like Gears of War 4 or 5 makes the 8th generation Xbox hardware shine even more. Despite being a more linear experience than its sequel, Gears of War 4 delivered on both big set pieces and personal moments. It was high fidelity with detailed character models and environments, not to mention incredible effects and destructibility. While Gears 5 raised the bar considerably, Gears 4 is still a visual treat. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. Say what you will about its level design and overall quality, but Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is a great-looking game. The intricate detail in its characters and their animations, especially the facial animations, still holds up to this day and shines even more in the cinematics. The environments are brimming with details, even when Blazkowicz fills them with lead at an alarming rate. That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. We upload brand new videos every single day. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time, right here on GamingBolt.